For Leah giving you $100, bro, I gotta tell her another story.
There you go. Every story is $100.
Nah, man, you gotta be real. $99.99.
Oh, wait a minute.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh shit, that's what you get fucking around.
Yo, I need $100 now. I need that.
If you were streaming, maybe, but you never stream.
What?
I appreciate that, Lee. I appreciate that a lot.
Aaliyah, yo, that's
Damn, I hurt my back.
Yo, Aaliyah, Aaliyah, you encourage me. When I see Vince, I'm gonna give him a Metro card for real, like for
word. It's gonna be expired and everything.
Hopefully, it smells like crack on that train. I want him to get the full effect of where we come from.
Word.
Oh, he's basically saying
These nuts.
Metro card.
Got him.
Where I grew up was 136 between Willis and Brown Place in the South Bronx. So you can't go more south than that because then you got the Willis Avenue Bridge or the 3rd Avenue Bridge. So the crew that was on my corner was one-way crew. Then you had Millbrook Projects. We were between Millbrook Projects and Mitchell Projects. But as you start going further towards Brook Avenue,
my mother grew up there.
Yeah, Brook Avenue was about like they say the words, right?
From, yeah.
But you from Brook?
Brook and Union.
Oh, okay. So you up there?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm talking about 138 in Brook, 139 in Brook, 140 by Burger Junior High School.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Cypress, forget it, bro. You can't just go up there unless you know somebody or whatever it is. Them niggas were crazy. I remember one time my man came from prison. Heck, I grew up with Heck, but he knew these dudes from Cyprus. We're in the car. We're going to La Machinas. Remember La Machinas? What was the La Machinas? That was the ghetto Great Adventures, right? That was the fucking when they bring the roller coasters and all those rides, the carnival to your junkyard.
Yeah.
Right? What? The junkyard they set up there, right? All the lights and everything. You take a chick. So we were going in the car to go there, and he saw this dude with the dude that was driving. He's from Cyprus. He saw this dude picking on the Coquito Man that was right outside of the carnival. And everybody knows the Coquito Man. Mm-hmm. The guy who serves the coco, he's always old Puerto Rican dude. It's his coco on the side of his cart, right?
He's trying to make money.
Yo, the nigga came out with his gun and was gonna shoot the dude.
Like,
yo, this is not that serious. It's only 7 o'clock at night. It's the summertime. It's not even fucking dark. I don't care. He's like, fuck yeah. I was like, yo, them niggas are off the chain. I bet you I could walk through Cyprus now like nothing. You know why? Because they either dead or in jail, bro.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. That's what you think.
Sonic boom.
As soon as you get on there.
The only way I walk through there is if I get some new technique that my head goes around like that.
So you can see everything.
Them niggas, like they were hellbound. They're such a fucking place.
Aaliyah said her
hellbound. And Pistol Pete, he was horrible. He was like my man Tank. Like these guys were
one of those travel
they were
carnivals, Aaliyah.
Like, open up the closet and they got when people put fitteds, they put nails and fitteds in their hats.
Oh yeah.
Weapons. Like what the fuck?
I heard a story about him. That dude was crazy. He just sent to some guy in a basketball court. Came out with the pistol. And it was over.
Oh no! So that's Pistol Pete from Story Avenue.
Oh,
that's by the 6. No, the Pistol Pete.
Crazy.
Pistol Pete from the Bronx. Look him up. That nigga's big.
I'll look him up.
That nigga's crazy. But he them niggas extorted people. Like they were fucking extortionists. They were crazy. Like man.
No wonder my mother never let me go outside.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Let you know that I was scared of some people. I was scared.
And that was the problem. That's why my mom never let me go outside. I wasn't. She was always like, you gonna start fighting.
Talk about certain times I tuck my chain in and shit, especially if I did that certain, if I smoked that certain thing that made me paranoid.
Well, in some areas you got to. You know what I'm saying? In some areas you got to, because I would die for my chain. I would die for my chain, so I gotta put that shit aside.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
We grew up with dying the chain.
Yeah.
We also grew up as like, you're not gonna just step on my sneakers.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
And not say sorry if it's not in the sneakers.
Yeah.
You're not gonna.
Yeah, especially my Timbs. Nah, yo, to me, my mother gave me this chain. That was the last thing she gave me, son. You gonna have to kill me for this.
Here you go, homie.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact, I'll put it on for you. Hold on. Turn around.
You got the DMX.
Word. You got the choker collar.
I'll put it on for him. Look, it look nice on you, man. Nice.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. She was a ticket color. That's gotta be fun.
Nah, man.
Nah, but yeah,
that shit that was crazy.
Yeah, that chain you wasn't taking. You ain't taking that shit from me.
Oh, nah, that's life for you right there.
Yeah, man. I thought I lost that shit and broke mad shit in my fucking house. No, but yeah, especially if you had Timbs, people can't stand within 3 feet of you.
I'm playing games with you.
You had them Timbs?
I'll take it off.
But yeah, I mean,
I never put myself in that situation for that.
Yeah,
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times I almost got robbed in a train back in the days? It was crazy.
You know what's funny? I was lucky enough to
teach me to look around because I was in my own world.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to never have been in those situations. But my pops always he drilled it in me. I gotta make sure I know where everybody's on the block. That's why I be mad paranoid when if someone walks too fast on the train, I'm looking at you like, yo, who are you with? Because you trying to do something. I don't care if you trying to get anywhere fast. You trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at everybody.
Yeah, like if somebody's in front of me, to this day, and I'm tired in the morning, I take cat naps, but I'm looking at your feet.
Yeah.
Looking at your feet. To see if any swivel.
No, but
that's fucked up. What shouldn't be raised that way, but that's the way things are.
But what's
still chick?
What's fucked up for me is that I be knocked out on the bus though. Like people be sitting there and I be knocked out. For some reason I just knock out on the bus. But I'm a light sleeper though. Not on the bus, not in the house. A nuke could go off. If somebody move, I'm like, which one of y'all niggas did that? And I be checking my shit too, cause it be like, if something's missing, I'm fucking up all the 6 people that surround me. And I don't care if you did it or not. The 2 people in front of me, the person next to me, and the 2 people behind me getting fucked up. And then the person asks me why I'm fucking them up, he gonna get fucked up too. Then I'm gonna figure out who took my shit.
Yo, dude, you don't take the bus. I think this guy's be in the bullpen on weekends. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Nah, take the bus, bro.
So you need to take a different route with this shit, bro.
Yo, that's why I started. That's why I stopped taking the 6 train. I was getting real mad, bro. I had to get real mad.
What are you looking at? And then,
well, then he gonna have to figure it out, cause nigga.
Y'all looking at each other.
Word. Yo, you remember you ever heard of CT Fletcher? Nah, I hear you. You ever heard of CT Fletcher, Puchie?
Who?
CT Fletcher. He was a power lifter that became famous over YouTube the past like 5-6 years, and he's an older dude, and I watch him when I was working out for like inspiration and stuff like that, and he was telling a story how his mom said, you got to be careful because there's always someone better than you. He goes, but mama, somebody got to be the baddest. You know what I'm saying? He's like, and that's somebody me, mama. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to be the baddest out of all them bad motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I get you. I get it. And I'm not looking I'm not looking for problems, but you best believe, you found one if you want one.
My older brother used to raise me that way. He used to tell me something a little different. He was like, if you think you're bad and you're bad on this block, he said you should be bad on any way you go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you think you could fight and you're the best and you're the bad guy, and you a troublemaker here, he said any block you should go to.
Be a troublemaker.
You should be the man. And it's so funny because that reminds me of remember the name Ray Washington from the Crips?
Okay.
I've heard of him.
Tookie Williams in the West Coast.
Yeah, Tookie 2 times.
Tookie Williams. You had Ray Washington. They say Ray Washington was the one who started the Crips over there in LA. And they say he was bad. Why was he bad? Because he went to every block and fought the main dude on every block and beat him.
Let me holler at you.
So that's what I remember. That's what I remember. So that's how he created that following of Crips and stuff.
Nah, I hear
he
you.
shot and killed when he got out of jail. He got shot and killed when he got out of jail, and they saying that it must be somebody who knew because they called him to a car. They were like, "Yo, come here for a second." So it had to be somebody that knew because down in LA, that's their way of life. Like,
but that's
you go to park his car and you start running. And shit. Like,
but that's what that's what you got to deal with though. Because my boy that on my block, he got out of jail also, and he just somebody who's caught up in the wrong situations all the time. You know what I'm saying? And we became good friends and all that. He actually started hanging out with me because he used to smoke and all that. And we never smoked. So he was hanging out with us because he had a good job and he wanted to stay clean and shit. So he was telling us stories. Because I'm not the type to start trouble, but I'm not going to take shit from y'all. So I've always had that, who the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always had that attitude. Like, I'm not taking shit from nobody. So he told me, he's like, yo, sometimes you're going to fuck somebody up so bad that 10, 15 years from now, you're not going to remember it. But then you're going to be in a party and somebody going to shoot your fucking head and it's going to be the kid of that person you fucked up because he saw you or something. People hold grudges. You got to, if you're going to live by that, you're going to live by that life, you got to always have your head on a swivel.
I still have a few grudges, to be honest with you. I call it the list.
Yeah.
And I run that, and I tell my, because I don't have kids, but my niece's boyfriend.
His show looking high as fuck. He's sleeping. Yeah.
Yeah, I tell my, I said, don't be on that list. I said, because I have a personal list that I have that if the world comes to the fucking end and I'm done, you're coming with me.
Yeah.
Like, you're coming with me.
Say hello to my little friend. Word.
Addresses.
Word.
Even when I deal with patients on the phone, like, I know you're not going to talk to me like that because I have your address here and I'll pop up on a Sunday.
Yeah. Nah, I hear you. Yo,
but it's just yeah. I don't know. I have this and it's horrible.
Yeah.
Knock on their door like
I have this vengeance of people who did me wrong. You understand?
Yeah, no, I hear you. Have you?
It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing.
Have you ever had somebody that was so rude on the phone that you was just like, I gotta give them a little gangster so they could shut the fuck up?
Well, I had this one dude, and it's a funny story. And the girls laugh at work all the time because it was a Greek guy. So he was part of the research study for heart valve.
Yeah.
And what happens is when you're part of certain research studies that we offer, all your exams that you get up to the procedure are paid for. So you get free MRI, free CAT scan to see if you have any blockages in your heart, everything free, blood tests and all. But he was a little wacko. I didn't know about this dude because I never dealt with him because he was dealing with the research team that we deal with, who works that up, right? Does the whole workup and signs the person up. It's like a contract type thing. So he gets on the phone with me and he's like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "Yo, I'm a coordinator." And he's like, "You ain't shit." What? I don't even want to fuck. He's cursing at me. Excuse my language, please.
No.
It's his, not mine.
Yeah.
I don't want to even fucking talk to you. You ain't shit. The person I was dealing with was Dennis, and he needs to pay me for fucking tolls, going back and forth. And when I get this procedure fucking done, I better have a view of the river and a fucking flat screen and this and all. So you know me, I had to keep professional. So I said to myself, "Sir, you're verbally abusing me." And he's like, Oh, you think you're all that? He just starts going crazy, right? So I told him, I said, I don't know what I told him, but he just, at the end, he just said, he paused. And then he said, "You think you're fucking tough? You think you're fucking tough?" I said, "Yo, I'm going to get whacked when I leave the middle team." I said, "The last thing I'm going to hear is fucking silencer." I said, "This nigga's mafioso." I hung up on him. So when I hung up on him, I talked to Julie, who's the MA. You guys know Julie. And I said, "Julie, let me know when this fucking guy comes in because I got to see who he is." She said, "Sure." Lo and behold, 2 weeks later, Julie calls me. She kept the word. Mike, he's in the room right now. It's all right, cool. I'm gonna go. So I went down there. I went in the room. Boom. Julie closed the door. I said, sir, scrawny, little, gray-haired dude, Greek. I said, sir, do you remember me? He was like, no. I said, I'm Mike. I'm the one who you asked that if I think I'm tough. Do you remember that conversation we had 2 weeks ago? He goes, oh, I can't mess with you. Look at you, how big you are. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't mess with you. I said, nah, I'm not coming here for any problems. I said, I'm not even supposed to do this, but I just wanted to meet the guy who asked me who thought I was tough. And he was like, no, I can't mess with you. When I walk away and I get to the door frame, he says, hey. I go, yeah. Turn around. He goes, I had 2 fights in school and I won them both. I was like, good for you. And I bounced.
Oh, shit.
People be crazy tough on the phone.
Yeah.
I swore I was going to get whacked that day. I took hard set the elevators. Like, I swore the last thing I was going to hear was a silencer.
Yo, I had
exactly.
I had this one lady. I think Show was there. Show, you was there when I was on the phone with this lady.
I know.
This lady calls up about this lady calls up about something, and I'm like, "Do you have the tracking number?" And she said, "No." I was like, "Do you know where it's coming from?" No. I was like, "So how am I supposed to help you?" And she's like, "Yo, she's going." Show hears me like, lady, I can't help you. Like, you keep repeating the same thing. I need this information. And like, I understand how the story starts, but if I don't have a tracking number, I can't help you. And, yo, it shows sitting there like, yo, dude, I'm here. If she complains, I was listening to this whole conversation.
Word,
and then she's like, somebody's gonna get fired. I said, well, good luck with that. I hope like you gonna get fired. Like, you gonna get fired.
I got the show next to
She dead ass had me go up to she didn't make me do this, but because
wait, I was involved in that. You know that, Vince. I was involved in that because I think I put her on you. I told her to call. You
could have
about a couple years ago.
It was about like the breast surgery. Was it like for breast surgery or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Shit, we found the corporate.
Yeah, it was you. It was you.
Forward it to us, B.
Yo, you heard? I was that lady and shit.
It's you sound like her now that I know. But the crazy shit is, I told her, I said, yo, listen, give me your number. I'll investigate and I'll call you back. Because, you know, I'm trying to be professional. Yeah, see? He knows.
And I think it turned out to be the other mail room where Trevor is across the street.
Get this. I go to the department she said that the shit was supposed to go to. And they're like, they were like, who? Like, dead ass. I had her name, her birthday. I had her name, her birthday, her social, everything. I give it to the manager in that department. And she's like, this lady hasn't been here since 1996. I said, yo, what?
What?
Just like that. So,
like that.
So I go to another department because her doctor's in the other department. I'm like, yo, do you know this lady? Because she's talking about CDs. And they're like, nah, she just called up this doctor and she was supposed to have an appointment. She never had an appointment. So I called the lady back. I called the lady back. She never picked up the phone. I was about to let her have it. Like, yo, you gotta be bipolar or just stupid or something.
Like that.
So I showed up to the lady's house.
Word, I was like,
yo, they like that. What happens is, I think that what gets to a lot of patients' heads or people themselves when they think about it is that patient power, customer is always right type shit.
Yeah,
and that gets to their head, man. And they know that they have the fucking patient services telephone number on fucking redial.
Yeah,
and it's horrible, bro, because they know, like, you know, because ever since that the press Ganey thing, I'm sure they talked to you about all that shit. Where, you know, it's like we have to raise the. Well, I was gonna say we have to raise the people, you know, like I said, customers comes first. You have to take care of them. It's not going to go to another hospital. That type of thing you have to deal with. They know that, man, and they abuse that, and they'll abuse you on the phone.
Yeah,
and they'll pull that out of you, man, and they'll take you out of your element.
Yeah,
They'll take you out of yelling. That's why I'm glad for my managers. Like, they know who I am. Like, I'll kill you with kindness on the phone, but there's a certain line, and when you start disrespecting me, forget it, man. I'm gonna treat you there.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
You know what's crazy?
Yeah, exactly.
What the crazy shit is, when a patient calls, I'm very patient with them because I know they don't know what's going on, and the building we're in is the cancer building, so I know they're going through a lot of shit. So I'm trying to be as patient as I can and help them as much as I can. But when a fucking employee or a doctor gets on that fucking phone with me, my patience is thin, bro. I literally went to Harkness to fuck up one of the doctors, but he wasn't there. I went into his secretary's office. I said, where the fuck is he at? And he's like, what? I said, no. I said, no. Where the fuck is he at? He's like, he's gone. I said, yo, that nigga's lucky. She's like, what happened? I was like, he had, I don't know what happened, but I told him he could come and pick up a package. And he calls up my supervisor and says that I was going to go deliver that shit to him. And I don't know why I snapped, bro. I was like, fuck you mean I'ma deliver that shit to you.
Called right back.
Yo,
fuck you,
excuse my language now. There are some fine ass bitches in the other buildings that get packages in my mailroom that I don't even go to them and deliver their fucking package. I'm not going to this nigga.
I tell him the same thing.
Word.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Word.
You know what I hate people who think they're entitled by proximity.
Yeah.
So you're a secretary, you work for a doctor who's higher up, and you think you could talk to me like you're shit? Nah, I'm sorry. He's the shit. He still can't talk to me like I'm a he needs to talk to me like I'm a man. But you think you're big shit because you work for him? You know how many people I did the same thing, but not with the same thing to beat them up. But how many people who say, I'm gonna call you back for an appointment, I'm gonna call you back. And I went to there and said on the shoulder, you said you're gonna call me back. Who are you? I'm Mike. Yeah, I was on the phone with you. And they get embarrassed. Why? Because I keep my word. I'm a man of my word.
Yeah.
Right. And plus, I don't deal with proximity. That because I work with these big people and everything, you gotta respect me. No, but you got a lot of people that do that. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Or they just look at your position like you ain't shit.
Yeah.
You got a lot of doctors like that or physician assistants. I throw them for a loop.
There was one time we had to go, me and Joel.
How many times? Excuse my language.
No, do you think?
How many times have I told people, and the girls around me know it? It's like, listen, I know who you think you are. I said, but if I wanted to be a doctor, I would have been a doctor. I would have found a way to be a doctor.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be a doctor.
No, for real.
So you're not special to me. You understand?
Yeah, for real.
Like, that's not my thing. Now, come into my world and let me see if I'm gonna treat you, because I'm higher up in my world than you me being in your world.
Yeah.
Understand? Like, people don't put yourself in that situation. Hold on to this turntable. No, fuck with you.
Yeah, there was one time me and Krills had to go and get signatures from the doctors because it was their lease agreement. Right? And I don't know why me and Krills was doing it, but we doing it, and most of the doctors was like, yo, we need you to print and sign your name here saying that we gave you the lease agreement, for Columbia. And most of them are like that. And this one doctor, I go in his office and I'm like, excuse me, I need you, this is yada, 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 it's confidential. I need you to print and sign your name here. He goes, my secretary could do that. I'm like, no, I need you to do this. Otherwise, I can't give you the paper. So he just makes a mark. I'm like, I need you to print your name. He goes, my secretary could do that. I was like, no. We passed the secretary shit. Because now you talking to me disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, you mad, like, you're dismissing me. Yeah, it's like, you do know that if you would have printed your name and signed it, I would have left 20 minutes ago.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not here to bother you. Trust me, if I was here to bother you, I would not have these papers in my hand. I would have my dick in my hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, let's keep it clean.
You know what I'm saying?
Show, bro. Tell me,
Sign right here.
These nuts.
Sign right here.
See, Show had his nuts. He had his nuts in a box.
Hey, yo.
Story, Show.
In a box.
Wait.
Sign right here.
You got any stories, Show? I know Show got mad stories.
Yeah. I'm sure he got. We all human, right?
For real.
Honestly, you know what's crazy? I'll tell you the opposite. Because
When you give people shit?
That's what I was gonna say. I see people do this, and you just watch them, and you're like, damn, you would never do that. Till you catch yourself doing the same shit. One time, T-Mobile was giving me a hard time, bro. Yo, and I had an epic meltdown, like with the customer service people, like they was T-Mobile. Yo, like, what you telling me you can't get me my line? You know what? Shut the whole shit off. I'm leaving. I'm going to Sprint, sir. That's T-Mobile too. Oh, and then after 10 minutes, I just sat there. Yo, I just looked like every one of these motherfuckers. I went in there and I apologized. Yo, I'm sorry. I looked like every one of these douchebags that come in here screaming. Like, I work customer service. I see this shit. I can't believe I did it to y'all. I'm sorry. I went in there. I apologized. I offered them. You want something from outside? I felt mad bad.
But what's crazy is that, and that's what's honorable about you, because in a lot of ways, I'm the same way too. In terms of what we have the and you too, Toe. You have the ability. Not too many people have the ability to put yourself in people's shoes.
Yeah.
And say, man, how would I react, or how do I look coming at that person like that?
Mm-hmm.
And that right there it's a gift and a curse. It really is a fucking gift and a curse, man.
Oh yeah, because some people are hard-headed, no matter how nice you are.
People get away every day with being fucking nasty.
You don't know if they having a bad day or that's just them.
Yeah,
like, yo, this is you on an everyday basis, bro.
Yo,
it ain't no bad day.
I'm the type of dude that if a guy comes to deliver a package in my thing and it's the summertime, guaranteed, bro. First of all, you want a beer? No, I can't drink on the job. You want a can of Coke? Yep, they'll take it.
Hell yeah.
That's it. You made somebody's day. You put yourself in someone else's shoes, and that's just the way that's admirable there that you did that you went back and I've apologized to people because I know how I came out. Or sometimes you have those people that you have to come out to them like that, and then they back down, and then you feel bad they pull out the monster.
But you know what's crazy though? Like you could ask Show. There's a lot of, like, when I first started streaming, Fortnite used to get me pissed off, and I hated getting mad. But if I snapped at somebody, I never. Unless I took it too far, I never regretted snapping at somebody. There was this dude, I used to work at Toyota, and there was this big dude, and right next, like his bay, that's where his lift was. That's what they call it, a bay. His bay was right next to the tire machines. So there was mad tires next to his bay. So like the used one, that's where everybody put it. So I'm changing the tires. I put the tires where the other shit was, and he looks at me. He's like, "You gotta move these shits." And I just looked him dead in the face. Well, I didn't look him dead in the face. I looked up in his face. You alright, Show? I looked.
I'm holding the button for what you said. I looked up at his face. I said, "What?"
I thought that was Show with all that noise. So I looked up in his face. And I deadass was like, I ain't gotta do shit. And I dropped the tire. I dropped everything I had, and I was looking at him like, what's good? Like, I was ready to fight him right then and there. And my man just looked at me, turned around, and walked away. I didn't feel bad about that. But other times where I'm like too aggressive, I feel bad sometimes. I feel bad sometimes. But just like a little snap, it's like you deserved it. Because I'm not, But, when it's one of those misunderstanding type shits, it's like, all right, you know what, my bad.
My bad. I'm the Hulk, and it comes out sometimes wrong.
Word.
At the wrong time.
but you have those people that cross the line and run back.
Thanks, Jim.
People like that.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Make you want to slap the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Because
they test your manhood.
Yeah.
Or
But
or you know,
to me, that
or anybody you know in your family, your friends would never disrespect you that way.
Yeah.
You don't know me. How you coming out like that?
yeah, and to me that like I don't
Arrogance is the one of the worst things you can face.
word.
Yeah, we want to be positive. Happy 74th birthday to Mama. We love you.
Word.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
We forgot to say.
Yeah.
That's it. You made let me tell you, you made a great human being. I'm telling you, man.
Hey,
you
the
have a
toe is
lot
in the building.
Appreciate
Somebody
that.
else's
A lot
birthday
of,
too.
Good stuff from that she held down, and you can hear it through the stories that my mother told me that
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
You can see it in the man.
Listen to R&B
You know,
and shit.
you could tell how a person's mother is by the
shit,
man.
I don't know if
So,
you could.
Toe's mother was
There you
good.
go. That was 1999.
Wow.
Yo, Toe.
You see
Quick
that
question.
shit?
Yeah.
What was tattoo?
No, that's my mom's. I don't know if you the fucking
No, I can't see.
reflection.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Pops, bro.
there
Yeah,
it is.
my
Now I
pops
can
and
see.
my older brother also. Yeah.
Oh, you showing the other camera. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm watching your stream. Give me a second. I do it. Nah, now you going to the stream?
Hey,
Gosh, darn it.
God damn
I
it.
see it. I see it.
Man.
I see it.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace, bro.
And my aunt sent me the picture, and she sent me this picture also. Now, my mom, my grandmother, and my grandfather are in there. They all passed.
If that's not you right there on the right with next to the baby, man, that's your twin.
That's my pops.
Wow.
That's your twin, bro, with hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause
I
I
always
can't
carry
see
my
blurry,
picture
but
with
I
mine. This is my mom right here. That's my picture.
Nah, yeah,
gotta
yo,
get one of those.
yo, you know what's crazy? My mom, I always used to say that I wanted tattoos and shit. My mom was like, "You ain't gonna get no tattoos, and if you do, you're gonna get a tattoo the word mother, and it's gonna be on your ass." Right, so I went to the tattoo parlor like 2 years after she passed, and I told this story to the tattoo artist. I was like, "Don't worry, it's not gonna be on my ass, but
You pass off.
I got that shit.
Wow.
I got it
look at
tattooed with
that.
the Disney characters,
Look at that.
and I got the Beast here because I don't know if you remember the live action TV show Beauty and the Beast back in the 1980s.
Yeah.
The Beast's name was Vincent, and she named me after the Beast.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because she was in the hospital about to deliver me. She was doing a C-section, and the doctor was like, "Yo, have you picked out a name yet?" And that was the episode where the Beast said, "My name is Vincent." She goes, "That's the name right there."
Oh, yo, that's an interesting story.
Yeah,
bro.
so I got named after the Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
That's
Yo,
crazy.
Toe, but didn't she have you on her birthday? So
Nah,
it's your birthday too.
tomorrow.
Man, you lied to me.
Nah, I'm her birthday present, but I came the day after. I'm my birthday's tomorrow.
I know. See, that's a great 1-2 punch right there.
Word.
I used to have the ill parties. You party today, I party tomorrow, mama.
For real.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
that's crazy. Yeah, man. God bless. Rest in peace.
Yeah,
There's only
yeah.
one.
Yes, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, she was a gangster too, man. People were afraid of her on my block.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
she was just
saying?
like you. Come here.
Man,
Mhm.
but
What'd
you
you
know,
say?
my uncle passed also a couple years ago, and he was her brother. But he was one of those, like, my mom was the talker. My uncle wasn't. Just like my pops. My pops. Yeah, my pops. Yeah. And there was that same boy I told you earlier. He was telling me a story that when him and another guy on my block moved in, they were, gang members and all that other shit. We were playing wiffle ball, and my uncle comes over, and we go inside, and my uncle goes right up to this nigga. He's like, "Yo, what's your name?" He goes, he's talking. He's like, "You see those 2 kids right there? Those are my nephews. Something happens to them, I'm fucking you up."
Matter of fact,
Like on some real shit, because he goes, I know who. Yeah, he's like, I know who you are. I know what you do. So if something happens to them, I'm coming after you. I was like, when I heard that years later, I was like, I didn't know my uncle was that gangster. I knew he was gangster. It's like
right,
shit.
But it means a lot when it comes to quiet dude. For sure.
Yeah.
And if it happens to him, I'm beating both of y'all.
Word.
You know him. So? Ooh,
I appreciate that, Jen. Appreciate that.
So it's coming up.
She April 5th. My mom was February 16th when she passed. So yeah.
Oh, so you got 5.
Yeah. And you know what the crazy
man, that shit is a crazy detachment.
Yeah, the crazy thing is this year has been all right with that. Like I still feel it, but it's not as bad as the other years. I guess getting shit off my chest really helped out. You know, it helped with, you know, getting past. Not, you know, you don't never get past it, but it's helped dealing with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. As time goes by, anything is like that, you know.
That's a good sign, Toe. You having a better year, bro.
Yeah, for real.
By year.
Word.
Yeah, and they want you to live a good life, bro.
Of course, that's your mama.
I used to sit down with my
want
mom.
it that way.
Mom, you died. Yo, one time, I'm gonna tell you a story real quick. So, it was the time that we used to pop tabs, acid, LCD, right?
Yeah.
Acid, LCD, and so I was dating a chick that she used to do it with me. So I had my mom stay with me here in the crib. We're talking like 30 years ago. Stay here in the crib for about a week at a time to give my sister a break because my mother had to be taken care of. So I said, Mom, stay here. She knew the girl I was with. So we popped the tab, me and the girl. We should smoke weed, but we popped the tab that day and we were going to 86th Street and 3rd Avenue to the cinemas to go see a movie, right?
What?
So we get down there to 86, but the chick that I was dating, she had what do they call that? Those lurking eye. So no matter who I was with, she was always staring at a cute dude. As some other dude that might trump me in terms of the way I looked or whatever. And I would always catch her on it. So it amplified when I was on the acid. And so when we got in the theater, we start walking down the stairs to go see the movie, which is downstairs. I see her staring at another dude. So I stopped. She was she was so into that dude that she just kept walking, didn't even notice that I stopped walking.
Whoa!
I jetted out the theater, went home. Came here to my mom. Dude, acid lasts 8 hours. I sat down and I talked to my mom for fucking 6 hours, bro. And I don't know if my mother knew I was high or not. But yo, I learned everything from Pampers on. Like all the questions, you know, like was my uncle really gay? Like what was yo, I learned all the family secrets, everything. Just talk to my mom, and my mom used to smoke cigarettes. So I got to the point where my older brothers and sisters, they never wanted to touch those touchy subjects, but I always kept it real with my mom. So I sat there and I remember to this day, I said, Mom, if you die, I'm gonna go fucking crazy. Like I wouldn't know what to do without you, Mom. And she lit her cigarette. She went like this. She said, "You a fucking fool." I said, Mom, why would you say that? She said, "Cause I live my life. You need to live your fucking life. Don't be a fucking fool."
I'm happy.
And that's still with me. And that's when my mom passed, I was the only one out of my brothers and sisters that was able to handle better.
Yeah.
Even though I found my mom, I'm gonna share the secret online, I don't care. But I found my mom in her living room on the floor, you know, passed away.
Thanks.
But still, my brothers and sisters couldn't, they took them longer to deal with that than I did. Why? Because I remember her always telling me, yo, live your life, man. I live mine.
She got you ready.
Whatever I did to me, smoking cigarettes or whatever ailments that I have, I did to me. I live my life. All I want you to do is be happy. Live your life. Don't be a fucking fool.
Yeah.
And that's it, yo. And I can still hear her laughing. So that's what's good. You know, I know that today's your mom's your birthday and it's no, but yo, you're doing the right thing. And just like Show said, you have more tolerance now to deal with that type of pain.
Yeah.
Right? Why? Because she wants you to do better and you are doing better. And that's just what it's about. Now, words are easier said than done, especially when you're not in the person's shoes. So I understand that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, just keep up the good work because that's all that they would ever want. Like, I mean, that's all that they will write. Show. That's all.
You know what's crazy? I was thinking about it today because I saw his post, and then I don't know. Every time I see him post or I know what he's going through, I usually start thinking about my situation.
Tell me about your situation, Show.
My situation, thank God. I mean, I'm blessed. My mother, she's still here. But seeing people like you and him make me appreciate that she's still here because I can still actually reach out. before it's too late. So you guys teach me that, like, yo, go call her. And it's crazy because I was thinking about it today. Like, once it does happen, I'm gonna be devastated. But at the same time, would I want my mother to, like, I want to be greedy and say, yeah, I want her to stay around till I die. But would I really want my mother to bury me and go through the same pain that I'm gonna go through for her?
Yeah.
Or do I want her to go in peace and then I'll meet her later? I don't know if that makes sense.
Yo, you brought up a different subject for me when I grew up. So when I grew up in the crazy 90s, right? Late 80s, crazy 90s. How many funerals that I've attended through friends that their parents had to bury their kids, and I was there, and I had no words. Like, what could I say? But that's got to be the most painful. One pledge I made to myself during that time was my brothers and sisters and my mother. If I could help it, I don't want them to ever go to my funeral. I wanted time and the way things are supposed to go to chronological order to make its way through that. Understand? It's not where the parent buries the child, the grandparent buries whatever it is. I didn't I'm blessed, and you're blessed and he's blessed also. But just knowing by what you expressed to us, I'm gonna be there for you, bro.
Yeah, for real. She'll know that.
We having that conversation, bro.
If you want to keep it straight and real, it's the inevitable. But now that I know you, I'm gonna be there. Any questions that you have, or you question yourself, and when you go through that, Vince is gonna know it. He's gonna know what you went through. I'm gonna know what you went through.
Definitely.
What you're going through.
We'll be there for each other, man. Yeah.
There was plenty of times that me, Show, and Krills was in the mailroom and we was talking about this. And like Krills and Show was listening to me express it, and I'm trying to tell him, like, it's gonna happen no matter what, and it's fucked up, but I'm trying to give him different perspectives of it. You know what I'm saying? Because like when it happened to me, I saw it because it was over a 2-year period. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom was suffering, because she had like liver disease, from whatever, and like her liver crystallized and she couldn't get a liver in time, and that's how she passed. So I saw it happen in my face. The whole family was there at her bedside in the hospital, and all the stuff that was happening. I don't want to be too graphic, but all the stuff that was happening, we saw it, and then we saw her pass. And so in the beginning stages, I was angry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was angry. Like, I'm not a religious person, but at that point, I wish there was somebody that I could take my anger out on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So my anger.
That why me shit.
Yeah. So I pretty much went through all the stages of grief.
Why her?
Yeah. For real. It's like, so I went through all those stages, and I'm trying to let them know, how you would think that they think. You know what I'm saying? And like, you sit there and you're like, damn, I wish I had this time, or I wish I had that time. But most of the time, it's like, you can't ask for any more time. They gone. But the time you have had, you can always look back on. Like, I used to stop myself from thinking about shit because I didn't want to fucking cry, or I didn't want to be in pain because I was so angry about the shit. But it got to the point where, like, if I would go to the movies by myself and there was an empty seat next to me, I would look at the seat and remember my mom always sitting next to me when we went to movies, because that was what we did. We always went to the movies. So instead of me being sad that she's not there now, it's like, nah, you here still. You know what I'm saying? Because in my head, you still sitting next to me watching this movie. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a while, but once you learn that there's two sides to every coin, they're not here, but they're always still here. You know what I'm saying? And I also learned, just going through, always asking, like, damn, I wish my mom was here so she could help me with this. It's like, the advice that you would want from your parent or somebody you missed, you got it already. Yeah. As a child, or because you're not going through nothing new right now in life. It's always the same shit, just a different situation. So they told you advice when you went through it before. You know what I'm saying? So it's
a different situation, but it's the same meaning.
Yeah, it doesn't damper the sadness of them being gone, but it helps coping. You know what I'm saying? Like it helps with not turning you into somebody that falls into depression and all that other shit. You know.
Yeah.
So like you always saying like when I do stuff like that, it makes you want to call your mom and all that other stuff. Then that's cool. I get it, but you shouldn't be so hard on yourself at this time while she's still alive. Like, damn, I don't talk to her as much as I want to. Blah blah blah. You still talk to her.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Remind me, yo, enjoy it while you can, bro. Because there's gonna be a time where you just want to reach out and you can't.
Yeah, because
one thing that I I'm sorry, Vince.
No. Do you think?
Well, I was gonna say, one thing that the advice that I give you now that your mom is still here, thank God, is whatever questions that you could think of, please ask it. Even if you have to take a day, 8 hours, 6 hours, whatever, to whatever you come up with that you want to ask her, that is a puzzle, because that's it. Once they're gone, like you might never know the answer. If you ask the family, they have their own versions. Some of them are biased or whatever, and it's just get in as much as you can and speak of death with her. And 99%, when you talk to her, she's gonna say, "Live your life. Don't why you worried about me."
Yeah.
But approach that and speak to her about that and get her view about it. It might be different from what we got and what I got.
Yeah.
But talk to her about that.
It might even help me.
Yeah, because I notice in life, like when you have problems in life, and I'm the type of dude, like if I have a problem, I'll go to Vince and I'm like, Vince, man, what's up, man? I've been trying to fucking minuscule shit. Yo, Vince, I've been trying to download this fucking game and I don't have that. He'll try to help me. You know what I'm trying to do? What I'm trying to do, and I don't even know it subconsciously, is I'm trying to find a solution. I'm trying to find a way to the answer to figure it out. So whatever problems that I have that are personal, and I talk to people about it, and they give me their opinions. They could be the same, it could be different, whatever it is. Subconsciously, what I'm trying to do is trying to find a solution, a resolution, and a way to learn how to deal with something that's inevitable.
Yeah.
There's certain things like that yellow light on that PS2. Remember that shit? What the fuck?
Yeah, the red ring of death. Yeah. Welcome back, Conception.
Talk to your mom, whoever you love in your family, and talk to them because it makes it a little bit easier. Yeah. Because your mom is not gonna steer you wrong and be like, "Oh, you know what? When I go, that's right. You're gonna be fucked up. You need me. What are you gonna do without me?" Your mom's gonna be like that. Your mom's gonna be like, "Yo, I raised you to be who you are, man. Now it's your time to be yourself and stand on your own feet. You never needed me, Papi."
Nerd. And and if there's anyone that you can be real with, it's your mom's.
She knows anyway.
Yeah, she knows. Yeah. But I'm just gonna tell you something, show man. I known you for years, my nigga. You gonna be alright, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I know I am.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at the shit you already accomplished. You know?
You know what's crazy? I know I am, but just like you are. Like you knew you was gonna be okay, but you
don't want to be in that situation.
You didn't know what you were gonna really go through till you actually went through it. Yeah, like you can prepare yourself for it. Like I know, like you knew your mother was sick. God rest her soul. Yeah, but you still could never anticipate. How it was gonna be once it did happen.
I never gave it a thought that she was gonna pass. You know why? Because in my eyes, my mom was the toughest person I knew. Like I could go through something and she could go through something and it'll be hard as fuck for me, and for her it'll be easy. You know what I'm saying? So that never went through my mind. But when it happened, it happened. But it's like I never gave it thought. Like I was scared, but it wasn't. It was like one of those fake fears. You know what I'm saying? Like it could. It's like
it wasn't superficial.
Unknown.
Yeah,
That's the thing of what I notice in life too at this age is the best thing and the worst thing that you can have. One of them, of course, because there's so many, is hope. That's the best and the worst.
Yeah.
Hope will fuck you up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Hope and denial, they almost go together sometimes. When it comes that you don't get the outcome you want, or you anticipate, that shit fucks you up, bro. Hope, or faith,
Hope could also keep you alive.
But that's
exactly.
But
yes.
that's
it goes both ways. But it's just it's one something that's crazy.
But
like,
that's
when
when
back in your mind, shit is not gonna work out, and but that hope inside of you, and maybe somebody could blow some breath of fresh air in you, and that shit still like just gassing you. Like they don't even know what.
But that's no, go ahead.
Yeah, you. I've been talking like
no.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm gonna say it's like the hope and the faith and all that other stuff. It's like you hope you hope that she makes it through and all that. But then when it doesn't, when she does, it's good. But when she doesn't, like you gotta now hope that when she passed on to something better, or that you hope that you can live up to the name that you hope that you can live up to the person that you thought she was. And that you thought you would be for her, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like because when my mom passed, it was like my mom passed and then everything else happened. You know what I'm saying? We went through mad shit. Like if I look back, but like if I look back the 10 years that she's been gone, I would have never believed I accomplished most of the shit that I believe, that I accomplished, and I'm still like. I'm more sad about her leaving than me actually being proud of the fact that, I got a printer out there. I started a business. I paid off $16,000 in 9 months, living off of $50 a week, you know what I'm saying? Or $50 a month, you know what I'm saying? Like I did a lot of shit to be where I'm at now. And, most of it was blind because I was going through the grief and I didn't even know, but it's still, I guess like a Rocky movie. Like if you let life beat you down, it's gonna beat you down to the ground. So
hell yeah, life is what you make it. You gotta keep,
you go through
rolling.
you go through that pain as long as it takes to go through. And then but then the sad truth is you're gonna have to move on. You're gonna have to deal. You're gonna have to keep moving forward. Like I said in the video, life ain't gonna stop for nobody.
Yeah,
I learned that.
Mom is on vacation and you'll meet her later.
Yeah, you still gotta live your life because there's still people out there that want their bills paid. There's still people out there that that
life goes on.
Everything, bro. You still gotta eat. You still gotta. You still gotta survive and breathe. You still breathing, so you
I appreciate that conception. Word.
Unless you're just gonna stay there and die too.
Word.
So it's crazy.
That's right.
But it
moves on. Life moves on with you or without you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's true what Puchie said though.
Nobody's gonna feel the pain that you feel.
Yeah.
Unless it's their mom. But it's just that's the way reality is that life moves on. And when they die, for me, it tested my faith. So the first thing I asked, I looked up in the sky and I said, Mom, I said, where did it go? I see her carcass is there, her body's there, but where did she go? Where did she go? We
might get to it a little later. Conception.
Does the soul really rise? Did she really go to heaven? Like, where did she go? Where did she go? I kept saying that for a long time. I was like, but where did she go? But then you just you use what they told you, and everything, and life moves on, and they don't want to see you sad, bro.
Yo,
they want to see you succeed, man.
They do go somewhere though. They do go somewhere.
Yeah, exactly right. It's up to your faith and what you believe in.
Nah, there's people that have died and come back, and they say when they died, they went somewhere. Like they were somewhere calm.
A white light,
I was calm, like I was relaxed, at peace.
Yeah,
and they brought me back.
You have to do as much as you can. Strive for your dreams. Go for it. The worst thing they could say is no.
Mm-hmm. You never know, bro. There's one life, bro. And once it's over, that's it. You can't really do what you want to do. But
when I was a kid, I remember my mother grabbed me one day, and she said, "You can't be like your father." And I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "You can't be like your father."
We all get told that,
right? Yeah, exactly. She's like, you can't be like him. You can't. You have to live your own life. And then she told me, she said, one thing she told me about girls when I was younger, she said, "Yo, make sure that you get somebody that you're with that that has a little bit of problems that you can deal with and a little bit of problems that she could deal with." Because she said if it's a big problem, it'll go away for a little while, but it will always pop up like a pimple. And I never understood that. And then she also said, she says, you can't live your life according to other people. You have to live your own life. Because there are some people that you get with, women or whatever, they want you to live their life, their way of being the princess or what they want to live.
Yeah.
And you know, the marriage, the wedding, the princess, and all that type shit and everything. And a lot of guys out here caught up, you know, married, and they never lived according. They never compromised. They never had a woman that compromised with them or understand their dreams or their goals or what they want to do. You know, you live according to them. They want that bag. They want that Gucci bag. They want this, and you know. One thing that I learned in relationships too. Now we're going into relationships, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what I was going to say is that with relationships is you have to you have to be able to you have to be able to share common goals and dreams or whatever it is. You have to be two separate entities. If you have separate dreams, then that'll be all right as long as you're together, understand? But no, not somebody, you know. One thing I hated, I had a girl that I was real serious with that one phrase that she always uses: "You supposed to be, you my man, you supposed to, you my man, you supposed to, you supposed to." I'm supposed to what? Like
What?
no,
You're supposed to
that's
pay
your
taxes
idea
and die.
of a man. That's the way you were raised. I'm not supposed to do nothing.
Word.
And that's why I lived on my own for so many years in my own thing. And that's why I learned to cook, I learned to clean, do my own thing. So I wouldn't have to rely on a woman to do that.
Yeah.
You got a lot of dudes that go in with girls and the girl's a nagger. She nags and this and that and all. And niggas put up with that shit. Why? Because as long as she gets your food on the table, as long as she washes the dishes, as long as she cleans your clothes and stuff, they deal with it. And it happens to a lot of dudes who go from mommy's house to living with their girl, and they never did shit for themselves.
Yeah.
So they content with that. I was never content with that. Never, ever was content with that bullshit. It's like, I'm my own entity. I'm my own force of nature. Like, I take care of my own shit. I do my own shit. And, and we could do this together and we'll share chores. And like my wife, she could go away to Paraguay for 30 days and I'm all right. Not too many people could say that. Not too many men could say that. Like,
30
what about
days?
me?
Bruh.
Nah, yeah,
like,
I hear you.
Nah, let me go 30
I know how
days.
to wash. I know how to cook. I know how to take care of myself and do my own thing.
I feel you, Conception. I feel you.
It's just one of those tricky things in life. But I tell you, a key thing, whether you're a man or a woman, nobody's supposed to say you're supposed to. Me Tarzan, you Jane. Me Jane, you Tarzan. You're supposed to pay the bills. I had a girl who fucking excuse my language. She would get paid and spend all her money hanging out with her friends, and then before she gets paid again, oh, you should give me money for this and that. No, you supposed to. You my man. It's like, nah, you didn't budget your shit. I budgeted my shit. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to do nothing. You have to find somebody who can hold their own.
I'm supposed to.
These nuts.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's a sad reality, but there's a lot of traps in life that a lot of people get caught up with when you're dealing with another human being.
Yeah,
and you have to be able to decipher that. And I've been lucky with that, thank God. My mother taught me how to iron. My mother taught me how to make my own rice, and she said, when you make the rice, and she said, just like in life. I'm like, how you comparing life to rice? She said, well, always a life lesson. Tell you. She says, yeah. She says, well, rice You can add water, but you can't take water out. You want it mushy? Oh.
No, yeah, for real.
Knowledge.
For real, yeah. Yo, Show, let me ask you a question. And if you want me to mute the stream, I'll mute it. But your mom's okay? She healthy and everything?
You know what's crazy? She's fine to my knowledge. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it makes perfect sense.
I don't know if she'll ever. If I'm worried that if something was ever wrong with her, that I don't think she would call me and be like, "Listen, I got this," or "Listen, this is wrong." So I don't think anything's wrong with her, but if there was something wrong with her, I don't think I would know.
All right, I wanted to tell you this, two things. So we're gonna go off the notion that she's fine and she's healthy and all that. Mm-hmm. I want you to realize that what me and Puchie went through is not something that you have to put yourself into. You know what I'm saying? Like, our pain doesn't have to necessarily be your fear. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody's life is the same. So for you to fear that you might be put in a situation that we were put into is not helpful for yourself, and it's not fair to you at all, because now you're misplacing any kind of energy that you would put towards your mom, because now you're in fear of something that has no evidence of existing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
So crazy.
Yeah, and that's not good for you, because that's stressful and it can fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? And my pops always say, cross the bridge when you get to it. So if your mom's fine, treat her like she's fine and live with her like if everything's okay. And don't get to that point until you got to that point, because if you're gonna live in that area, it's a fucking deep hole that you can't get out of, my nigga. I'm telling you straight out, because I see it in your eye. I'm looking at you, and I see that little shine that's behind your glasses, and I see that you're feeling something right now. And I want to let you know that me and Puchie's situation is not your situation. You know what I'm saying? And there's no, and
I see your pain, and it brings me to it. Like,
I understand that. I understand that, and I see people's pain, and I feel it also because I can connect with it.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to suffer the way me and Puchie suffered. If that's one thing as your friend, I don't want you suffering for me. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense to you. So
100%.
So you just need to stop putting your mom in that situation mentally, and enjoy your mom the way she is. And if she is in a situation, like if she is sick and she don't want to tell you, I'm sorry to say, that's her business, and you really can't do nothing about that. Because my mom was sick way longer than the 2 years that I knew about it.
Of course, they're gonna devastate your life, bro. You think they want to do that? I'm thinking about it myself. If I'm sick, would I want to tell my son, "Listen, I'm dying. Like, you're gonna suffer soon"? I don't know. Like, that would be rough for me.
It would be.
It would be rough to leave him like that, though, too.
Yeah.
Like, just on a day's notice, boom.
Yeah.
So
no,
it's like lose. It's crazy.
But you know something though? That's when you raise him to be a man, a proper man, and to do all that, and you show him that you lived your life, and you're encouraging him to live his life. So that way, if it were to happen, he'll feel bad. He'll go through what he needs to go through, and he'll have that first step to be able to move on and live his life as the man that you taught him to be. You know what I'm saying?
Prepared.
Yeah. So, like, you wouldn't want your son thinking every day that you're gonna die, and how he's gonna feel when you die, right?
No, definitely not. Especially not knowing how long it's gonna take, because I might be like this for 40 years.
Yeah. So so stop punishing yourself on something that might not even happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going through anything right now, and don't let me and Puchie's experience make your brain think that, all right, you got to prepare yourself for something like that. Because I pray that you don't have to go through that, and I'm pretty sure you're not gonna have to go through that. Because it's not.
If you ever do, I'm here, bro.
Yeah, we're here for you, but like right now,
we both can answer questions like
that
you're gonna have.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And it can help at least ease some.
Nah,
of the pain,
it does. You told me been having these type of conversations for years, and it helps because it either prepares you for what you know is coming, and it helps you realize, yo, you driving yourself insane every day. Is it today? Is it today? Are you okay?
Yeah.
And it's like it could be. She's only what? I'm gonna say 60.
She's young, bro.
It could be another 30 years of me freaking out. You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, my mother.
And think
It's
about
like, and I don't get to actually enjoy her. Like, you know what? Time is ticking. Come on, let's go. We gotta start building memories, taking pictures. Let's go. Like I need stuff like that. I see how you post stuff.
Yeah.
And I need to start building memories and pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah,
bro. That's
but
good. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
Yeah, but just don't torture yourself for it. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely. I appreciate it. I understand like what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I try to like avoid it, but when I see it, it gets to me. So
no,
I try to let it not affect me as much.
No, I understand. I understand it affecting you because you have. I don't know if it's guilt or it's just you're afraid of it, but you have to learn how to get over that fear, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was a boxer, you can't be afraid of getting hit. Yeah. Otherwise, you're not gonna. You know what I'm saying? Like
another boxer get punched. Nah. Wait a minute.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like Puchie said it. Puchie said it.
That was like facing Tyson. Remember that?
Yeah. Nah, I ain't getting in. I don't want to get in the ring.
Yo,
best
dude.
Fight in the world, but you be intimidated.
Hell yeah,
dude. It's inevitable, but enjoy it while it lasts. Enjoy it while it lasts. You know why? Because you know the person who fears his own death dies early, right? But the person, the man who's afraid dies multiple times, but the man who has courage dies only once, right? Now, if you're gonna keep worrying about something like that happening to your moms or to your loved ones, they're gonna die multiple times to you.
True.
And that's suffering. You're suffering on Earth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know exactly how that feels because for 10 years, I lived through it multiple times. It always went through my fucking mind of what's happening. You lose them, but you gotta, you know, like everything's good. Don't suffer. Don't let them die multiple times on you. Just.
I was gonna say that's a great point you made, bro. Because that happened. That's how it feels. It feels like I went through it. Like when I see you, I'm like, damn, and it's like I go through it. I start thinking about it. I go through it. I'm like, yo, yeah. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is,
man. He's showing that love, and he puts himself in your shoes, so he feels it.
Yeah,
but
hell
yeah. Where you coming from, Toes? But one good thing is that he has our stories.
Yeah.
I understand he has what we went through, and so he could deal with it accordingly. And the key word is inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, good or bad, it's inevitable. So he knows what route he needs to take for him to be able to be a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? And know, you know, when the inevitable happens, or come on, he's on the right path already. He said, yo, I got to create more memories with my mom.
We got to start.
You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes they get on your nerves. But,
You
know,
you gotta start. Right? What was it? What was it? A shark? I gotta start sticking my head through a shark. Was it a shark, Toe?
What? Yeah, the picture.
You see, I remember
the picture. My mom's favorite picture. Yeah, we have a picture. We have a picture. We went to Disneyland where my brother's on a dolphin. My pops is on a hang glider. I'm in the mouth of a shark, and my mom is on the back of the shark grabbing his mouth to save me. And that's my mom's favorite picture. and I showed him the picture. Yeah, so that's he remembers that. That's dope that you actually remember that shit. But
I remember, bro.
Yeah. So
Favorite
he doesn't look at it like just the picture. He sees the meaning.
yeah,
Behind
I
it,
see everything. I see everything, bro.
Personification, everything that comes with that. You know, the deep looking into it.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
the one
you have to deal with it.
But take this opportunity in life to just like let people know you love them. There'll be times where I randomly text people and I'm like, yo, I love you, or I show my aspiration for them. It's just one of those things. Like, people hit me up like, you all right? Like, yeah, I'm all right. I just felt the need to let you know that I think you're a good person, or, you know, I'm proud of you, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just
you never know.
Yeah. You know,
that's the thing is that
it's just one of those things. It's like, just, when you want to say something to somebody, say it.
When you lose your mom or someone you love like that, it teaches you that. And also, as you get older, I feel for certain people, because some people are not like that. Like, you have grandfathers who are fucking harder than 50 Cent and Tupac had a baby. But my point is, my point is, as you get older, you become a little more sensitive to things, and you realize how tomorrow's not promised. And that's it. Tomorrow's not promised.
Everybody. That's crazy.
My best friend, like, he did a lot of time in jail, in and out. And I used to always say, yo, why the fuck when you come out, you take so many freaking pictures? He had shoe boxes of pictures of us. And he said, because you just never know what promised tomorrow. He said, well, I was in there. And he used to always say, you know, if you wake up the next day and you're up the next day and you're alive, he said, you need to appreciate that. We take that for granted, but some people put in those situations where they didn't take it for granted. You know, their Sally or whoever they know were dead the next day.
Yeah.
And it's just, so you just have to, you know, the little things in life you have to learn to appreciate. And like you say, you got to give props and show people love, because you never know. You know, I'm sure we all got surprised when a dude you love passed away, and you know, it's just you weren't able to say, you know what, the guy was reaching out to me a few times, or I could have spent some time with him a little bit more. But you can't beat yourself up with that either, because you didn't know. Like, you just don't know. You don't know if God kept you apart from that person a certain time, so it won't hit you that hard. You understand? Or it's just weird. Like, my man Tory, like 2 years ago, he passed, right? He died of a heart attack when he got up in the morning. And, well, he didn't get up, but he had a heart attack overnight. What was supposed to be his first baby girl's baby shower was the funeral day. And I was hanging out with him 2 weeks before that, and he was telling me some bizarre shit. And I'm like, Tory, coming from you? That was the dude that used to carry a gun where cops used to frisk us, and we were like, where the fuck you put it? Like, you know, anyway, he was that type of dude. But the last time I had met him 2 weeks before he passed, like, he was talking about ancient alien shit. Like, he would say, yo, you know, I'm studying, I meditate now, Pooch, I do this, I do that. You know, you could go through that glass right there, but it's the energy, and, you know, there's a higher power and everything. And then he went. So, you know, my faith and the listening to him and all that, I'm like, something took him. You know, like, there's certain people, I don't know, I kind of feel like it's always the unknown, that they figured something out in life, and that's it. The devil took you, or some spirit took you, that
you know too much.
You weren't supposed to know that. Like, you weren't supposed to know certain things, you know. Come to that clarity.
You figured out life. It's time for you to go.
Yeah, some shit like
Hell
that.
nah.
So, you know, I'm in his wake, and it's supposed to be he never got to see his daughter. Like, it was supposed to be the baby shower for that day, and that shit fucked me up. Like,
his daughter's baby shower, or his for his daughter, or for his daughter's daughter?
I'm sorry, not baby shower. What's that? Yeah, exactly. His first daughter baby shower. It turned out to be his funeral day.
Yeah, so he never met his daughter.
Nah, and he used to call me New Year's, and he called me for my birthday. Yo, Pooch, what up? I have a sample right here if y'all want to hear it of my birthday, because I took it from my phone. I kept the voicemails, and he always say, "What's up?" Let me play for y'all real quick.
All right.
Oh, that's dope.
Tory,
You took a sample of his voice and kept it forever. That's dope.
Yeah, it's on
I
the
like it.
Here we go, right here. Look, hold on. Let me just get this little thing out. But if you
Yo,
look at it, it shows it right there. Tory voicemails,
Yeah.
right? RIP I put. So I used to put it in some of the beginning of my mixes or at the end of it. But it was him calling me on my birthday or New Year's. Hold on. Maybe I could hear it.
Yo, show Conception said to tell you to stay up.
hey, thank you, Conception. Appreciate that.
You hear him?
Yeah.
Coach, what's goody, man? Second time trying to call you, Popo, as well, man. Wishing you and the wife a happy New Year's. Hit me back if you get a chance. One.
Another one for my birthday.
You know what's crazy? If you send that to the family, I'm sure they would
Coach,
go
what's
crazy.
up? I know you're probably away. Just want to say happy birthday. I don't know if it was, I know it's one of these days. My bad. I wrote it on the calendar, but I've been at my girl's crib. Hope you're having a great time, brother. Once again, happy birthday and blessings. I love you. Stay safe. Wow.
That's a true friend. I'm gonna reach out, let you know, yo, I remember you.
Yeah, I should have picked up though during those times, but you don't know.
Nah, you don't.
You don't know.
But you got the memory. You would have picked up. You would have never had the memory, bro.
I got the voice.
Yeah, you got the
I
voice
can put
forever
them in my
now.
mix anytime I want. I can
Hell
put a beat
yeah.
to that shit. Bro.
You can use his pooch as your entrance. DJ Pooch
Exactly. Yeah.
in the building.
So you never know who's who or what's going on, or so. Yeah, he was a beloved dude, bro. Beloved dude and well respected throughout the Bronx and every borough really. And that was the first week that I went to that I saw grandmothers, grandfathers of other people's other friends, his
What up,
extended
big
family
fool?
that were there, and there was a line of people talking on the microphone, and they were talking so much good stuff about him. Like he was, but when he had that moment of clarity.
Yo, for real, Leah.
I could have never figured it out, but it's like spirit took him, and he was so excited about having his first kid, a baby girl, and it turns out they had to convert that baby shower to a fucking wake. So to face his baby mom, and it's like, oh boy, she was pregnant, he never got to see his kid, and it's beautiful now, but it's sad, and you gotta see the kid and you gotta see your man's face in that, and little quirky things that they did, but that, I could beat myself up for that, but I don't. Because why? Because I just didn't know. I don't know if God, within that 2-week frame, if he kept me away from that, to be a part of that, like staying over his house, and I would have been there. He died or whatever it was, it's just I got to tell you, man, I lost so many people in life, friends especially, that I can't pinpoint it, never, but like my aunt passed from COVID a month ago.
And sorry to hear that,
bro. That's okay, thank you. She was 72, and there was a couple of days that I was really agitated and not myself, and I didn't know why, but I figured it out afterwards.
Yeah,
and it's almost like you start
dreaming?
to say to yourself, like, you subconsciously know something's wrong, but I don't know. But I had an attitude. I was just like angry, Even my wife noticed, like, you're not in the right mood. Then, when they tell you the news, okay, it becomes a pattern. You start realizing shit. That God touches you in so many different ways. He could pull you away from people for a certain reason, and then when they pass, you're like, damn, I should have been with him and this and all. But maybe he pulled you away so you won't hurt that much.
Yeah,
you weren't hanging out with him the night before.
Everything happens for a reason. My pops used to tell me that God only gives you what you can handle.
True.
My niece always tells me that. My favorite niece, she always says, "Yo, the bad times that I went through," she used to always say, God's not gonna put you through stuff that you can't handle."
I was gonna say something to that.
Verse that this too shall pass.
Yeah.
You know, it is true, but you have to be with that, and you have to live by that and believe that in order for you to move on. And then, you know, like you talked about earlier, it's about moving on. And also, what Show said was another great point. Also, is like I'm gonna die too, so I'm gonna see these people. And let me tell you, Show, you know me, I'm a funny dude, right? I laugh at everything. I make jokes of everything. So there's times I sat down and I'm like, yo, I miss this dude, man. He's in heaven. I miss this dude. And I say to myself, like, what the fuck? God forbid I die, I go to heaven and I see them. I might not be too happy because I'd be like, damn, nigga, you never paid me that fucking $40. Oh, you still up to the same shit, bro? They gotta be
just
annoying
introduced
there,
you to
like,
Michael Jackson and you complaining about money?
Yeah, for real.
There's certain things like, oh, I miss my mom, I miss her, but I'm like, damn, she used to get on my nerves too, bro.
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting.
Don't let my mom call me.
Go up there, it's gonna be a few hours or maybe a day or two, and you're like, oh, I'm glad I saw you. Then after a while, they're back to the same shit. It's like, fuck, man.
That shit is gonna be hilarious.
Word.
When you walk through that pearly gate and you hear that name.
Got the bad parts.
Ooh, that name they used to call you when you walk through that pearly gate. Oh shit,
You know who you are.
Yeah.
Mama. Oh shit.
I'm gonna get fucked up for the shit that I did when she was gone.
Word.
Like, you know, she might come up to me and be like, "You did this shit? I saw that." Like,
damn, mama, that was 30 years ago when
what up, Joey?
Girl.
Yeah, exactly.
That?
How you doing, Joey?
How you saw that there?
Word.
30 years
I didn't know
ago,
you was
with
looking.
that smut.
Yeah, I appreciate that, player. Appreciate that, man.
Oh, I hated
Any little thing, you know, like be careful what you ask for. You know, I wish I could see him again.
Word.
Yeah.
Remember
Do you
that
really want to
I
die
might.
and see him again? And when you see him again, are you really gonna be that happy?
Word.
Nigga, you up to the same shit? Like, what the fuck, man?
You know how many times I slapped the shit out of you? Do you even feel it? I've been trying to get your attention, fool.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't see that sign in the mirror?
Word, I threw the fucking speaker over. See that girl? She a smut.
Oh, I told you so. Like,
word.
For real.
I've been warned your ass.
Exactly. I have that comical sense of humor where I sit down and I think, and I'm like, dang, yo, I really miss Tank, man. But I'm like, yo, that nigga never, he owes you borrow money, never fucking paid me.
Word,
and if I go up there and he's up to the same shit or he's talking the same
what
shit,
up, Alex?
that's just going to get on my nerves again. I don't even because he's not here. Like,
oh, no Tank? Oh, nah, that nigga owe us money too. He owe money in heaven. Oh, shit.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. They still,
Damn.
you know, I wonder if they still have their annoying traits, you know?
Probably.
That'll be it as an angel.
Yo, there better not be no fucking cell phones up there, because if my mom called me, I swear to God, I'm like, what do you want? Hang up! Hang up! She used to never hang up the phone. She was like, all right, let me let you go. All right, and then it's like, no, and then hang up the phone. I'm here for 4 hours. I'm almost home.
Listen, you shut up. I've been dying to talk to you. You just got here. Let me tell you. Damn, I just got here.
And you can't come back down here.
Damn, mama. I just walked through the gate. I've been dying to talk to you. Let me tell you everything. That girl from 37 for 1965, I hate her.
I know my uncle's gonna smack me in the head a couple times. He's like, he was really motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
What
You
the
disappointed
hell?
me.
You put your thing in there? I told you not to.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on some, hey, those are private moments.
Word, come on, man. You can close the sheets.
Word. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Down here and shit, you know.
You ain't had nothing else to do but watch me? Damn.
They gonna fuck with me so hard. Because my uncle's the type. My uncle's the type to fuck with people. So shit, I can see it now.
Yeah, that's what when shows say, yo, you're gonna be up there eventually too, and see him again.
Hell yeah.
That's a positive way to look at it. But then
We'll be there.
another negative is like, yeah, I hope they're not up to the same shit, man. Get on my nerves up there, because everybody, one way or another, they fucking tap dance on your nerves in your life and shit.
Oh yeah.
They
I
had
think
some
you'll be
bad
happy
stuff.
though. You be like, finally, I've been waiting for this moment for a while.
Yeah.
I've been
You
thinking
know-
about you for a while. Be annoying as you want. Go ahead, mama.
Yeah. And then the other part I think about is like you might miss and feel bad for the people who miss you down here, and they don't know you're doing all right.
Yeah. I always
Just
wondered
like that
that.
movie Ghost, right? Ghost.
With Whoopi
Like,
Goldberg.
all he wanted to do, like he couldn't be seen by the chick. Like he couldn't stop any bad things that was happening to her. Patrick Swayze. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He couldn't stop anything bad happening to her, and he didn't know that he was all right. He's just worried about you. That's just it's a sad reality. But like even when Show said like some people died and came back or whatever, man.
Yeah.
Come on the show. Yo, we
That'll be
invite those
dope.
people, bro.
Yo, for real.
That'll be
You
a
died and
good
came
judge.
back. Yeah,
We
let
need
me
to
know what's
hear
up.
everything. What you saw.
Compare us, son.
Who was waiting for you.
Yeah, like should I? I told my wife the other day she's dying, and I was like, babe, my bank account, my jewelry, everything that I have, bury me with it. And she's like, what the fuck? What do you mean? You can't take it with you? I said, how do you know? The Egyptians did it. I said,
Yeah.
man, mummify my ass.
He
Yeah.
said, put it in
Yo,
my ear, right?
the
Once you
Greeks-
leave, I'm taking that shit.
Okay, here's another thing. And people laugh at me and they say, you cruel. I'm like, no, I'm not going to donate my eyes if I know I'm dying. I'm not going to donate my ears. Get the fuck out of here. I'm going to be up there and blind? Get out of here, bro. I'm living. You know what I mean?
Bruh.
Well, I would hope. I would.
Be lit. Like, I want to see you. How do you?
I would hope we get a new
Well,
band.
I would hope that if you get
up.
up there, you'd be fully intact. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
right. You
but-
gotta be fully intact as a
I'm not gonna
spirit.
donate my shit down here.
but yo,
He's like, yo,
the
where I left
Greeks,
my eyes.
the Greeks used to put coins on people's
Exactly.
eyes,
You
so that way,
donated them, and your
so
life
that way when
is-
when you go to the ferryman to bring you to the afterworld, you could pay for them. That's why they
Wait a
put the.
minute, that's
when
why
you
they put coins in the
Yeah,
eyes?
it's so you can pay the guy that brings you to the other side.
Damn, so you could tip the
Yeah,
guy
well,
that
that's
brings
why I
you.
want to
Aw,
be buried with my jewels, and I want to be buried with my money.
good luck. As
God
soon as
forbid.
your
Well, you
ass
know,
die, I'm
my
keeping
grandmother was buried with her
everything.
dog.
Fuck
Yo,
that.
God forbid, I pass away on payday. Cash that shit, man, and put that shit in my fucking. Take credit for my funeral. Don't use it for the casket and nothing. Take a loan on it and put my money in my motherfucking casket, bro. I'm gonna be
He
living.
said, don't
up
use
there,
my
bro.
fucking money for my
I'm gonna be
casket.
living.
I'm
Like,
better
yo,
than
what's
that
up?
shit.
Yo, yeah, you was a good dude down there, but where's your eyes? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, shit. He
I'm not
said-
donating shit, bro.
Nah,
Oh,
I'm
No organs, no body parts. You don't know if you need it up there. Look at the Egyptians, bro. They're still finding fucking mummies.
Oh,
Right?
man.
Yeah.
They were buried with their pets. They were buried with all the gold. They were mummified. Yeah, they took all that shit to go for the afterlife. I'm with that.
My man Mike
even
in the
this, look,
afterlife.
you
Where
see
my
this here?
where my Bluetooth?
Yeah, my phone was losing battery. You see the battery charger? Taking this shit, put
Hey,
this
bro, I'm
and my
taking
phone
this
in
shit
there.
with me. You never know. We get a
There
charge
you
over
go.
there in heaven.
Yeah, there you go. Come on, we had some hot chicks that passed away. Rest in peace.
Where, you know?
Where the wall at?
Like, yo, what's up? Where you at? What part of heaven you at?
I'm
Word?
I'm single until this shit come back.
Yo, hey, yo, God, where the wall
Who
charger
knows if
at?
Heaven is not. Who knows if heaven is not north, east, south, west? East coast heaven, west coast heaven.
You know?
You have to dial a chick and be like, yo, what's up? You ain't got a. Oh, you left your phone on there? Nah, they put my shit in my casket, bro.
Hey, yo, Jesus, where can I plug this, yo? I'm out of battery. Yo, I ain't got no wall charger.
Yo, when y'all see a fucking blank screen and you see Puchie still streaming and the nigga's gone,
Yo,
like,
he's
oh,
still, oh shit.
that nigga was right, bro.
It's just the ghost in the turntable. I'm never leaving. Fuck that.
Yo, So's gonna be like, yo, I thought I saw yellow teeth. With a
Word.
yeah, that's Pooch. That nigga haunting y'all niggas.
Yo, you saw that thumb that just popped up?
DJ Ghost. Nobody at that turntable. Oh
Shit.
man.
Yo, that ghost didn't have no hair. That had to be Pooch.
Yo,
Yeah, man. I'm there.
put my fucking turntables in my casket.
Word.
I'm taking that shit to
Yeah.
heaven.
No, but for real, man. That's my advice to y'all, man. If I could be mummified, mummify me. If I could be like in Puerto Rico, what they do to those people, they basically mummify them, right? What they do, and they put them in the fucking living room in a corner, and that's where they have the funeral. You ever saw that? You ever been on you ever seen those YouTube videos? Like in Puerto Rico?
Where they put them in the living room and shit.
Yeah, they put them in the living room,
Yeah,
right? Like mummified
standing.
with a
Yeah.
fucking blind and shit like that. on a
Yeah, hanging
motorcycle.
out, bro. Like they
Yeah.
chilling. Or like they last whatever they loved. If they love motorcycles, they used to put them on the bike.
They got fitted,
Basketball. Yeah,
chain, everything.
yeah, it's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
And
Forget
I wouldn't
it,
be
but
able to
everything.
sleep in that house. So I'm good. It's a
Yeah,
dead fool in the living
All I
room.
need is
For real.
I need a few. I don't like walking on barefoot. So if I'm in heaven, I don't want no barefoot. So put some chocolatas in there.
I ain't got no
And if
chocolate
it's
here.
cold, put my North Face. I want cargos.
Yo,
Cancel
Puchie
some
gonna be
Calvin
complaining
Klein
in
underwears
heaven.
there.
Ain't got no
That's
North
it,
Face up
bro.
here, Bubble.
Yo, where my
Yeah,
Tim's at?
yeah.
Where my
Yo,
Tim's
they
at?
see you 'cause they shit.
Suppose I go over there. Suppose I go to heaven and they're like, yo, you don't need any in this shit. I'm gonna say, but you want it, right? Boom.
Word.
I got Pucci's Heaven store.
Nobody got clothes but
I'm
Puchie,
telling
B.
shit,
Everybody
bro.
got the little the angel suit. My man Puchie in there, jeans and Timberlands. You heard?
That's it, bro.
With a wife
If
beater.
If you could clip a bird's wings and put them in there, bro, I
Yo,
might have.
shit.
You never know. I might be able to throw them shit. Oh, yo, it's
Puchie the
on.
flyest angel. You heard?
That's it. I'm
I
telling
got
you, man.
I got this one, God. Don't worry. Back up.
Yo, see all those jerseys you got back there, bro? Throw them on there, bro. They might be worth something up there.
Hey,
Niggas gonna be dying for that shit because they have
Word.
their eyes out, their ears, their organs on the back of their license. I'm not good. Picture I go up there and I'm like, yeah, I donated my eye, and I see, get the fuck out of there, bro. I need these.
oh, you in trouble, Pucci. When I get up there, I might be no kidney, no liver.
Yeah, I'm
no
an
eye.
organ donor.
I'm an organ. I'm gonna be out there just to arm. Pucci, it's me. Look at the color of my skin. Yeah.
Oh shit, that's amputee show.
You gonna see an elbow and glasses up there.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, show, you can't see me. But anyway, listen. Yo, at least put your shade, show.
Yeah, you need
Of
your
course.
shades.
It's just gonna be the shades walking around. They took everything else. It's me though.
The shades and the fade.
And the teeth. They didn't use my teeth.
There you go, bro. That's it. Yo,
You know,
I'm telling you, yo,
you see?
toes, put your headphones there, everything, bro.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
It's
Shit.
two different ranges. Like I see the opposite. I'm like, why let
All my life, they're
why
like,
let
why,
my shit
why-
rock? Like
Yeah,
give
all
it
my
to
life,
somebody
they're
else.
like, what? You going away? Why you putting all that shit with you on the plane?
Yeah, that's what I'm
alright.
saying.
Yeah,
I'm the
everything that I
opposite.
want and I could put on the plane with me.
I'm
If
not
they
really
go down,
into
said,
Pink
"Oh."
Floyd, but I've heard some songs.
That's it.
You the one that roll around with 7 maletas, 7 fucking luggages. You know all my shit.
Yeah,
Back
for
up.
2 days. For 2 days.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yo, can we
Oh,
keep
yeah.
that hat? Hell nah, this my hat.
that's it.
You go to
Yeah.
Puerto Rico and places like that, they always want your hat.
Yeah.
Yo, can we keep that hat? Hell nah.
Yeah, yo, that's
I'm
true.
taking that. I'm
telling you,
taking
when
this
I
to my
pass,
death.
they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, he passed away like this." Look, yeah, that shit.
Yo, they going to the
Yeah.
This
Don't
chest
cut my
is
arms
money.
off.
Hell nah. I might wake up once in a while. Fuck out of here. Don't play my shit. Yo, he scared the shit out of us.
Yeah,
If you try to grab that shit from his hands, he wakes up. So don't do it.
that's it. Yeah. So yo, don't donate your body parts. You don't know what's going on up there. You really don't, man. That shit could
Hey.
be club heaven. You don't know,
Listen.
bro.
Well, I'll find out. It's crazy. I don't know. I just feel like I would want to live here a little longer. You
Of
know,
course.
like you imagine somebody takes my heart and lives another 30 years or 90 years or something. That's my heart. Like it's still here.
Yeah, well, listen, they got to sign something, right? Those papers that they signed for that transplant, take it with you. When you get up there, give me my shit back, bro.
Like, yo, this was on loan, motherfucker.
Exactly. You was down there, you know, we hug you, your
Get to the
family.
pearly gate.
You know,
Yeah.
you and your family, you guys, you know, I know you appreciated it. I did the right thing, but yo, bring it up.
Damn. Soon as he walked through the pearly gates, yo, my man, let me holler at you. You see that heart? I'm gonna need that back.
Word.
Yeah.
I'm over here heartless and shit.
Word, I've been walking around with no fucking eyes because of you.
They don't got lawyers suing people.
Word. For real.
You gotta have them contracts in that casket.
Yo, me, you, and Jesus gonna have a long talk. I need my shit back. For real.
No. See? Your show, please.
Hell yeah. We're gonna have a conversation.
Give me back my knees, motherfucker.
That shit.
Well, I've been waiting for you at this gate for 30 years. I haven't moved.
I can't drink because you got my liver.
Word, I can't see, homie.
I can't hear.
Yeah, if you see pictures of your kids, you wouldn't have that without me, son.
Oh, man.
Shit.
Those are my kids.
The kids got my eyes. That's what we get too raw.
Nah, it's true, though. If you get somebody a heart, shit, your kids is alive because of me. I think the person, I would agree. If you donate your heart to me, shit, my kids got to see me because of you. I appreciate you. I'll say it to your face. I appreciate you.
I'm telling you, man. Mummify my ass, bro. And put all my shit in there, bro. Even toothpaste. Because I don't know how the long that journey is.
Hey, yo, put my fucking monitor in there, B2. I need it. I need it.
Yo, might as well throw some chips in there. You don't know what food they got up there and shit.
How long did you ride?
They might be just be bread up there and shit.
But I gave you food for thought, bro. I gave you food for thought.
Yo, put all my records in there. Don't be like that.
Put you in that casket, bro.
Word. You know what? I might have to. Yo, you're gonna have to put a hot bitch in my casket.
There you go.
Puchie gonna have a spaceship. Yo, make sure all my shit fit. Hold on, I need my records. Wait a minute. Damn. My boy got 3 caskets in one.
Like the world.
My shit.
The world's largest casket and shit.
Hell yeah. Yo, my speakers don't fit in this one. Put it over there.
Yo, my man got a part of the building taken off his apartment in his casket. He's like, yo, I want to live in my home, nigga. I don't know what they got up there.
Yo, niggas gonna be mad.
Oh, shit.
You heard? Because we don't get buried in St. Mary's, right? Niggas gonna get mad at St. Mary's. Like, yo, why you pull that shit with you? I'm like,
word.
Pay attention to the Brooklyn Expressway.
The ride to heaven, B. Shit, B. Yo.
Yeah. God forbid if I meet Ortiz from Ortiz Funeral, I'm like, yo, you have all my boys in here. You overcharged for that second night. Fuck out of here.
Yo.
Mr. Ortiz.
The only man that got to heaven with 3 luggages. Yo, y'all got space for this shit?
And then you find them and you got that machete that you was buried with. And like, yo, come here, motherfucker. Somebody need your elbows.
Oh, man, bumped into Jesus. What the fuck you brought with you? Listen, I brought my hula hoop. You never know. I brought my earrings.
I got that hookah.
I got some old batteries. I mean, what's good? You never know. I brought my control, my remote, for my TV.
Xbox.
Word up.
I got
a. Be like, you have anything to say while you're here? Like, you got a Dutch?
Nah, I gotta go back. I think I forgot my wallet.
Yeah, where's my? I got a lazy boy and shit. Yo, I ordered Domino's.
Yo, who the fuck took my speakers? You see? Yo, I'm tired of this shit. I just got here.
You got a USB?
My man, hey, yo. My man arguing with everybody already. Yo, who took my speakers, B?
And you gonna be the only one up there with all that shit. Be like, fuck, I ain't got no lighter. Anybody got a light?
Yo, how you took my light before I got the upgrade for my system, son?
Bro, we don't even got electricity up here. How you gonna plug that shit up?
you got Ethernet cable? You got Wi-Fi? What's the Wi-Fi?
I mean, one thing, yo, what's the password for the Wi-Fi?
Shit.
Oh, man.
You're gonna burn me with a surge supply, son.
Yo.
Plug my shit in.
Nah. Send them down to the basement, B. Nah. They gonna turn your ass back at the gate. Nah. Take the elevator to the basement.
He's gonna get fucking buried with some chips. What kind of chips?
Some Doritos.
My man gonna have a bag of fucking crunchy Doritos in his hand.
Word.
Yeah.
And some Slim Jims in my pocket.
Fuck out of here.
Yo, my man Chadwick Bowen gonna come up to me like, yo, let me get some of those Doritos. And be like, Umambe, nah, you good? Yo.
You diss me on worse before that?
Word. Yo, Conception said y'all made me tell my mom good night and that I love her. Good for you, man.
Conception, that's
what we want.
That's a good thing because I told you they do that to me, and I appreciate them because their mother reminds me to say hello to my mother. Nice. So it's like they still doing their job of doing something good by reminding me. Like that, I told that, yo. Just every time I see you, you remind me of calling my mother. I used to do it in front of him, yo.
Word.
Like, yo.
And then at the end of the conversation,
I remember to be like, we get to heaven and be like, yo, that nigga Mike Puchie told me to bring this shit.
Yo, for real.
You gonna be the only one with a fanny pack and a fucking roller suitcase. My man had the rolling suitcase everywhere he go. Yo, Jesus, let me holler at you.
Yo, my passport ain't good here. My passport.
Yo, somebody took one of my records, B. I'm tired of this shit.
Yo, how funny it would be you go up there. How funny it be you go up there and Bob Marley taking his shit back. Like, no, man, this is my record. They be like, yo, fuck you, I paid for it.
Yo, I haven't heard this song in a while, B. Oh man!
All you gonna hear is no woman, chicka, no cry.
Man, that's me. I was nice, Jesus. I was nice.
Yo, anyway, I'm telling you, bro. Think about what I said when you wake up tomorrow. Be like, yo, for real, man. I don't wish you wrong, but if you gotta plan your weight, bro, think about the shit that you want in your casket because she.
Now my grandmother, my grandmother.
Take a blow-up doll.
You never know.
My man showed up to heaven with a blow-up doll.
I'll do that shit when I get up there.
Yo, a lot of freaks. There's a lot of freaks up there, bro. You know, they might be into some shit like that.
I dare you. I'm gonna be looking at you, Puchie, from the other side of that gate when Jesus just stops you. My man, you and that fucking doll.
Yo,
y'all not getting in.
If we die in chronological order, bro, and you come to my wake, I appreciate you for doing that. But throw some in my casket, bro.
I got you, bro. I'm gonna grab stuff from your casket, fool. I'm gonna be making fun of your shit, yo. Oh shit, he took that chain.
Yo, fucking Apple card, whatever, bro. Throw that shit in there, bro.
Yo, I take stuff from that casket, you're gonna haunt me for the rest of my life.
If I see some Doritos in your casket, I'm taking some. You don't need all them Doritos.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but I don't want them to get stale. Like I said, I don't know how long that line is, so make sure they put it in a Ziploc or something.
Word.
Fuck that.
Yo, Conception said me and my mom been through a lot of shit together, and to see where we're at now amazes me. Yo, bro, that's what's up, man. It's growth.
Yeah, definitely. That's what it's about, man.
Just enjoy that. Stay where you at. Grow even more, man.
Yeah, that's what it's about, man. You gotta live your life. You can't live it for other people. You gotta live your own life.
Yo, I learned that.
Compromise.
I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, man.
Can't live it scared either. I learned that through my boys.
Word.
Yeah, exactly. And you can't die without your shit. So remember that.
Yeah, for real.
That's why I buy small shit here.
Bruh.
Look, I got a small TV. I got a small speaker.
Oh, nah, I need
that shit fits in the casket, bro.
I tell you one thing, yo, what do you maybe just think about it this way. You pass, right? And then they go, yo, you got 24 hours, get what you want. But man, yo, I'm coming up there with a 300-inch TV, a projector, fucking Xbox, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I don't even exist.
Yeah.
2020.
Word.
Nah, you know what?
20, baby.
Yo, to be honest, I'm getting so personal with you guys, and I feel like I'm getting close with you guys that if they ask me that, then I'm saying, okay, I'm taking Vincent's show. Silences.
Damn, son.
Nah.
And I'll be like, damn, man.
I want a special effect for that.
I tell you what, Pooch. If that does happen and you want to do that, give me notice and some time because I gotta go see some people. I gotta go see some people.
Go ahead and sit with them. Where you gonna fit?
I gotta see some people. Cockpicks are being sent out immediately.
Who's gonna be that person in the airport with too many luggages?
Like, yo, let's go. We out.
Hey.
Oh yeah, you could take her.
Oh, he said, "I'll help you."
Word. Give me the directions. I'll lead her there.
She's gonna come in first than you.
That's like that, yeah.
Who?
She's like Gender X and shit.
Oh man.
My man said she's not going with you. She's going right now. She. Oh man, I just saw that run through your brain. I saw that shit run through your brain.
Conception said, I just found out today that my uncle been suicidal for months. I don't know what to think. Kind of crazy coming from him.
What to think? You can't think much, bro. We all go through life differently.
Yeah.
And you can't judge him for that because you don't know what he been through. Plus, you don't ever know what you gonna go through because you don't know if you might be in the situation. God forbid, but yeah, crazy. It's a crazy situation, but like I said, all you could do is be there for him and not judge him. Listen, I'm here for you.
Right.
You suicidal, talk to me. Or let's go fishing, whatever, man. Whatever you can do for your uncle.
Yeah, because most people when they're suicidal or something, either they got a mental issue or they just lonely. So if you let them know that they're there, that you're there for them, and they're not as lonely as they think they are, they might change their mind.
Mm-hmm. Crazy thing is people not to talk bad about people that depart or commit suicide, but the crazy thing is they don't really hurt themselves. I think they hurt the people they leave behind more.
Yeah.
You don't really feel the pain once I don't think you feel the pain. You feel the pain for whatever seconds before you die, but people that you left behind stay here thinking about you for 30, 40 years.
Yeah. It's just like people when they say that people who have Alzheimer's, the people who hurt more are the family because you don't remember them.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not suffering. You don't know he's stuck.
You be talking to your daughter that you raised for 30 years and you don't know who she is. You're living, you don't know what's up. You're not intact, but she's hurt because she's like, you don't know who I am, Dad?
She remembers you as a dad, yeah.
So the family hurts more.
Yeah.
But that's exactly along the lines of what you're saying. You take your life, you think nobody cares until you go. And then, you know, if you were able to view your own funeral and see everybody who showed up, who showed they cared, you leave a lot of hurt people behind saying, damn, I wish I would have been able to sit there and talk with him.
You know what's funny? Me and Show had that conversation also. He used to ask me, he's like, yo, something about funerals or something. I was like, I don't expect people to be at my shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's when he told me, he's like, nah, man, there's a lot of people that care about you.
Hell yeah, that's BS.
Yeah.
He said nobody showed. That's crazy. You'll be surprised if you you be looking at your damn funeral. Oh shit! I'm sure I'll be surprised. Well, you know what? I try to live my life to the point that I feel my funeral is gonna need a couple of rooms. So
yeah, well, that's good.
That's how I try to live my life, yo. I try to leave an impression on everybody, so that
my shit
I'm gone.
Because shit I want to take, but.
Oh hell yeah! We going to his funeral, take that shit back. We need that record. He really took it with him. Yo,
this guy's wake. Everybody brought gifts. That's right.
He got a speak on each arm. Fucking
he had a garbage truck full of shit.
Yeah.
17 copies of The Last Dragon.
It's gonna be like Santa's elf is dead. So Santa
Word.
gave all his toys.
He recorded a video of himself going like this. Don't touch my shit. right by the fucking casket.
Yo, like this, look, protecting my arms. I don't know if I signed something.
Don't touch my shit.
Yo, so he said, yeah, man, I lose my mind if he doesn't pull through what he's going through. Best I can do is just be there for him. I used to be suicidal, but I did LSD a few times and never again. It happened to me.
Mm-hmm. Gotta think about it, kid. Like I said, I know you're going through something. That's something you should always run to your mama.
Yo,
Mama, we need to talk.
Yeah,
that's the one person you're gonna be hurting if you ever leave.
Yeah, there's one thing that
you never know. That might be her brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's one thing.
Her brother or brother-in-law if it's your uncle.
Yeah, there's one thing I've learned because I tried it. I tried killing myself when I was younger, and it's you don't hurt yourself. You hurt everyone around you.
Yeah.
Because you gone, but everybody else got to live with that. And it's not the pain of losing you; it's the pain of how come I didn't see it? How come I couldn't help them? Because now you gave them instant regret of something that they didn't even know that they regretted. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe he said something that I didn't listen to, or if I would have listened to him more, maybe he said something that I didn't understand, or all the signs are there, and now they're on a witch hunt and all that other shit. You know?
What did I do wrong?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't good enough for him to try to push through and yada yada. You know?
Mm-hmm. There's never a straight answer with that, right?
Yeah.
Crazy thing is,
he said brother-in-law.
That bad depression, like,
yeah,
that shit'll get you down, bro. And it could always come back to you. Like, it's just, you know, when you rely on certain things or you put your faith in certain people and they let you down or whatever you're going through in life that doesn't work out. It's like,
yeah,
we all been through that, and it's easier said than done to give advice. You know, all you could do is just pray for the dude.
Yeah.
And, you know, hope that God gives him a reason to keep around to live, you know, because we all been through that shit. That shit is it's no joke, man. It's just
because it's permanent.
Nobody's immune to that shit, bro.
I used to listen.
You have the ups and downs in life, man.
I used to listen to Les Brown. And he's a motivational speaker, and he was saying that he used to do projects with people, and it was like a situation for survival, and they would say in order to survive, they'll kill themselves. And he goes, you gave a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And that's pretty much what suicide is. It's like, that's permanent. You dead. To a problem that could have been solved throughout time. You know what I'm saying? Because problems come and go. Good times and bad times come and go. Life goes. Don't come back. You know? Yo, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Have a good night. Be safe, man.